my grandmother, Barbara Keith Martindale, a.k.a. Fofo. She's going to recite a little poem called Little Orphan Annie that she used to tell us as children that used just to scare the living hell out of me. So I'm going to get her to do it now for posterity so that my children, grandchildren, they'll get to partake of this also. Okay, now, who's the poem by, Fofo?
Little Orphan Annie come to our house to stay, to wash the cups and saucers up and brush the crumbs away and shoo the chickens off the porch and dust the hearth and sweep and make the fire and bake the bread and earn her board and keep it. And all us other children, when the supper things is done, we sit around the kitchen fire and have the most fun listening to the witch tales that Annie tells about. And the goblins, they get you if you don't watch out. And once there was a little girl who'd always laugh and grin and make fun of everyone and all her blood and kin. And once when there was company and old folks was there, why, she mocked them and she shocked them and she said she didn't care. And just as she kicked her heels and turned to run and hide, there was two great big black things standing by her side, and they snatched her through the ceiling before she knew what she was about. And the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. Once there was a little boy who wouldn't say his prayers. When he went to bed at night, way upstairs, his mama heard him holler. His papa heard him bawl. But when they turned the covers back, he wasn't there at all. They'd stick him in the rafter room and cubby hole and press, and they'd stick him up the chimney flue. And everywhere's, I guess, but all they ever found was just his little pants and roundabout. And the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. And Little Orphan Annie says, when the moon is blue and the lampwick sputters and the wind goes, and you hear the crickets quit and the moon is gray and the lightning bugs and dew is all squinched away, you better mind your parents and your teachers fond and dear, and cherish them that loved you, and dry the orphan's tear, and help the poor and needy ones that clusters all about. Or the goblins get you if you don't watch out. The goblins will get you if you don't watch out. Did we get it?
We got it.
Too bad I can't talk.
No, that you did a great job. You did a great job. Now, you used to recite this to school children? They used to invite you to school to recite that to the school children?
I learned that when I was little. I did it at church one time.
Oh, at church? Well, that seems like appropriate church material if I've ever heard it. I said, that sure sounds like appropriate church material if I've ever heard it.
No, well, don't say. You see, what it was they had a program or something. And I said it at school when somebody else would get up and play their oboe. And I had to, that was my trick, was to say Little Orphan Annie.
Okay, thank you very much. That was excellent.